Hi, Ralph. Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for including me in this tremendous program of yours about heroes. I know this has been a passion project of yours for many years, and it's a labor of love. And I'm very appreciative that you included me, along with many others, to talk about who the real heroes in life are. And so I'm very excited that at the ripe young age of 90, that you decided to include me. I guess I've made so many mistakes over the last 90 years that I can pass on my mistakes and how I would solve them if I were your age. But instead of that, I'd like to just give you my humble take on my own personal experience with what I conceive to be the real heroes in life. So what's my definition of heroism? I've given this a lot of thought over the years, especially when you said that you'd like to interview me about this, and I've thought about this, and it's very simply this. I feel that a hero is a person, man or woman, boy or girl, who courageously, day by day in, day out, night in, night out, consistently, courageously, is an unselfish server of other people in the sense that in time of need, in time of want, in time of health, in time of security and safety, especially in a perhaps dangerous or very uncomfortable situation, without regard to his or her own personal safety, convenience, profit, motive, selfishness, bottom line, what's in it for me? Will this help me? How many tweets do I get positive? What's my Facebook recognition on this? Does this help me be a celebrity? Does this help me become rich and famous? Will I make money? What will I get out of this if I do that for them? Without those questions, a hero simply does what they see is right in the face of the situation they face, and takes that action without regard to personal safety and personal interest. In other words, instead of a status seeker, they're the ultimate servant leader. And that's what I feel that a hero is. And it's very surprising because it's different from what most people think. I know we're a celebrity-driven, if you will, virtual reality, artificial intelligence. We live in a virtual world where we're trying to stand out while fitting in. We don't want to make too many waves. We don't want to get people upset. We don't want to do things that are too different. And yet, we want to live a life of significance. And significance and being special is what everyone secretly wants in their own way. And I remember when I was debating someone who said that even Mother Teresa was selfish because she was selfishly pursuing her altruistic service of the Lord. And I happened to debate by saying, when you wash someone's feet, and when you do it every day, when you help someone who is desperately ill or desperately impoverished, and you do it every minute of every day with that unselfish desire, you're not doing it for your own selfish need, because there are many things you can do in service to society that don't involve the humble giving of yourself every minute of every day without question. So a hero is a totally giving, unselfish, courageous, acting person, but especially one who represents that kind of heroism every day and would, if any situation arose where he or she might have to sacrifice even his or her life in the saving of another person, of a child. Sometimes this is done even by people who are saving a cat on top of a power pole, or a bear, or a dog that's stuck in a hole, or an elephant that's in the mud. Acts of courage and acts of heroism occur every day without any possible thought of how I'm going to be featured. It's just done for the sake of doing it. That's what I think a real hero is in today's society, and should be looked at instead of a celebrity or someone that you would like to be like so that you would be more significant and be more special. That's turning your life inward. That's taking a selfie of yourself rather than turning the camera out on what I can do for the broader world and the other people who live in it. And it takes a very special kind of person to be that way, in my opinion. So my definition of heroism is simply that: being a servant leader instead of a status seeker every day of your life, and always looking for a way in which you can make life better for someone in need in that moment of time without thinking of yourself. That's basically it.